Today, students, we will be working on Lesson Chapter 8.6, Relate Fractions and Whole Numbers. Your essential question for this lesson asks, when might you use a fraction greater than 1 or a whole number? Let's take a look at our first problem together. Steve ran 1 mile and Jenna ran 4/4 of a mile. Did Steve and Jenna run the same distance? To answer this question, we must locate 1 and 4/4 on the number line. I will begin by shading 4 lengths of 1/4 and labeling the number line. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. At the left side of the number line, we have 0 or 0/4. From there, we count by fourths. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Now I will draw my point at 1 and at 4/4. If I locate the 1 on the number line, I notice that it falls exactly on the same line as my fraction 4/4. Since the distance 1 and 4/4 end at the same point, they are equal. So Steve and Jenna ran the same distance. Remember, the denominator is the number of equal parts a whole is divided into. The circles below are divided into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. The numerator is the parts being counted. So if I want to count the parts for both circles, I would need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, there are 8 parts being counted, but each circle is broken into 4 equal parts. So my fraction is 8/4. A fraction greater than 1 has a numerator greater than its denominator. Let's try this problem together. Each shape is one whole. Write a whole number and a fraction greater than 1 for the parts that are shaded. If I count each whole, I notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So my whole number would be 4. If I count the parts shaded, I know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts being counted. So the parts being counted goes in the numerator. 8 parts being counted. Next, I want to look at what each whole is broken into. Each whole I can see is broken into 2 equal parts, or halves. So my denominator is 2, or halves. There are 4 whole circles, or 8 halves. That's all for this lesson. Gotta run.